Hey guys, Erica here. Just want to give you a heads up before this episode. We tried something a little different and we would love to hear your feedback about it. So we're recapping some of the Golden Globes on this episode, and we have put in clips of the moments that we are talking about. We thought that might be interesting, make it a little bit better for the listener experience or the viewer experience. You can also watch these episodes on YouTube and see the clips we're referring to if you prefer that. But we mainly would just like to hear, do you like this kind of style? Do you prefer to just hear us recapping it? Is that a better flow of an episode? But yeah, going forward, when we kind of recap things like this, it was an idea we had to switch it up, maybe make it a little more interesting, especially if there's anybody out there who didn't exactly see the moments that we are referring to. So please leave us a comment. You can comment on the episode on Spotify. Let us know what you think. You can also just send us a DM at Twostandupgals if you're on the Patreon, you could comment straight on the Patreon or on YouTube. You can watch everything on YouTube now, and we are recording in studio more often, which is a lot more fun and visually a lot more pleasing. All right. Teresa and I are bringing the fits when we're in studio. So check it out. Let us know any feedback. We'd love to hear it. And I hope you enjoy this episode.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
We are back in studio. So if you are listening to us, you can also watch us on YouTube if you prefer to look at our beautiful faces. Hello. Teresa's in a dress. I wore pants because I drove 2 hours, but it's fine. It's fine. We're all here. I'm in a silky shirt.
Mm-hmm. I would like to give this dress a shout out because I wore it to the bridal shower we did on Saturday, and I wasn't sure about this dress. I got off Amazon, and then I also wore it to my show on Saturday night, and from the pics and the comments, it's a keeper.
It's a keeper.
I got a lot of great fit. So now before I have to wash it, I was like, I got one more in me, Erica. I got
great fit. Come check out the great fits on the YouTube.
It's the side. And I do have a strapless bra on today.
Well, it does accentuate.
It does accentuate the curvatures. Mm-hmm. So, and then the little cuffs. So, hey.
Yeah, where's your waist? I can't find it. What?
There's the cackle. Well, that reminds me. Did you see Kylie Jenner's waist at the Golden Globes? Because I didn't. I don't know where it was. It was so tiny. It was like, how do they do that?
It made me do a deep dive on all her other outfits. Because I was like, she was looking snatched. What was the other one? Critics' Choice? She was in the black sequin.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then this one, I was like, okay, she has to be in a corset or something.
It's a corset.
It's insane. But the way she looks so relaxed walking in it, I kind of was impressed. I was like, she's definitely in pain. There's no way. She missed the carpet. Then I was like, I feel like it was getting in the dress.
Oh. No, I think she missed the carpet on purpose, obviously, because it was his moment. Like, I think she's just like, he does it. Like, she doesn't have to be there.
But I thought she usually is with him on the carpet. Because that was a big deal of like first appearance. It confirms they're dating or whatever.
3 years.
3 years.
Whole years.
Dude, that did fly by. I was like, they've barely been together. And then I saw the 3-year headline. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and everyone made such a big deal by him thanking her. And I was like, he should thank her. Like, that was something at the Critics' Choice.
Yeah.
And lastly, I'll just say thank you to my partner of 3 years. Thank you for our foundation. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, so last night was the Golden Globes, but I do have to say this. So I missed Nikki Glaser's monologue. So I went back and watched it on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But then I also started watching Chelsea Handler's monologue from the Critics' Choice Awards. Mm-hmm. I was halfway through that, and then they started talking about movies from last year. And I was like, oh, are they... Did it not make the cutoff? And then I realized I was watching last year's.
Oh, jeez. I was like, because technically all these are last year if you get technical, right? It's all the 2025 movies. Okay.
But all the jokes still worked. They were all still very relevant. Yeah, they still slapped. Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite joke from the monologue this year?
Oh, Nikki be jerking.
Same. I was going to say the same.
I watched it 3 times.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay, now I noticed, I don't know if other people notice these things. When she hit a certain point in her monologue, she got comfortable. Like, certain jokes came off, like, then it was bam, bam, bam. But at the beginning, it was she was great, by the way. She was fabulous. But then I could just tell that little nuance. And I was like, she's flowing. Yeah. Here we go. Mm-hmm. And Michael B. Jerkin was hilarious. And then she's like, I'm sorry. That should have been a DM.
Yes. And if you didn't see it, the joke was,
Michael B. Jordan is nominated tonight for Best Actor. In Sinners, Michael played two brothers. Am I allowed to say that? He played, it doesn't sound right. He played twins. And I can't believe it. We got two Michael B. Jordans. When I saw that, I was like, Nikki B. Jerkin, because that was awesome.
And that's a great line. That is a great line. Shout out to Nikki and the writing team. We have a few buddies that usually help with writing out.
Who does?
I know JP McDade typically does. I think maybe Mike Lawrence does. I'm not sure about him this year.
Mike Lawrence does a lot of writing.
He's a great roast master.
Yes.
So he is perfect for those.
And I love the Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, dude, we know nothing about you, which is true. We really don't.
That really was my favorite part. The shout out to Teen Beat Magazine.
Yeah.
And she's like, the only info we got is you like pasta?
What a career you've had. I mean, countless iconic performances. You've worked with every great director. You've won 3 Golden Globes, an Oscar. And the most impressive thing is that you were able to accomplish all of that before your girlfriend turned 30. I mean, it's just insane. I'm sorry I made that joke. It's cheap. You know what? I tried not to, but like, we don't know anything else about you, man. Like, there's nothing else. Like, open up. I'm serious. I searched. The most in-depth interview you've ever given was in Teen Beat Magazine in 1991. Is your favorite food still pasta, and more pasta?
I did. I like that one too. She had a good one with The Room. Who else? Oh, I thought Wanda Sykes was so funny when she was like, Bill Maher. We need a little less Bill Maher.
Bill Maher, you give us so much, but I would love a little less. Just try less. Kevin, you know I love you. The thing is, Kevin is the richest guy in this category. And yet, I know he wants it the most. You're a true American, Kevin.
I enjoyed the Nikki Kevin Hart jokes. It's because they're clever if she finds a new way to basically call him short, which you got to give her props on that.
And Kevin Hart is here. Yes! The Rock's +1/2. Love you, Kevin.
And he's always laughing. He's a good person to make fun of because he knows I feel like the comedian people know the game where they pan to some people's faces.
Yeah.
And they're not even smiling. They just look like they have daggers. Like, what are you going to say about me?
Yeah.
Lighten the fuck up.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Like, because also when you talk to people in the industry, they kind of like joke a little bit about Golden Globes and Emmys and stuff. It's like everything's building up to the big Oscar. You know?
And it's da-da-da. Although the Oscar, like to be at the Oscars, I think would be a little boring because at least they have tables and there's like, it looks like they have food and drinks. But the Oscars, you're just sitting in the theater. Like, do you get up and mingle? I guess you do because then everyone's like, shh, take your seat.
Well, I thought it's kind of similar where there's like front tables of the people nominated, so they're close to the stage. Oh no, it's all pews. Yeah, you're right.
It's all pews.
Oh my god, yeah, just pews on pews. Sorry, what are they called if it's not a church pew?
It's a theater. It's at the Kodak Theater in Hollywood. So there's no like table or anything where you're sitting with everybody. I don't know what Adam Sandler movie. What is this one with George Clooney? I've missed all these.
Oh, so that one is on Netflix. So I feel like this makes it all more confusing, the fact that we have everything streaming. So some things are only on streaming, some things are only in theaters, some are a combo of both. But that one, it was a specific Netflix movie, I believe. Because if you notice the trend, Adam Sandler movies now have just been like straight to Netflix. All his comedies and stuff like that. And most comedies. Because... am I wrong on this? Aren't they lumping the comedy category now with musicals?
They always have. Comedy and musical for the Globes. So, and I love the joke about Wicked for money because it is, I was telling Erica, I was like, I'm not going to see Wicked Part 2. It's, again, long. And I don't know, I watched the Defying Gravity and I was like, that's great. That's it. I'm good.
All the good songs were the first half.
Yeah. I just was like, I'm not going to go pay in the theaters and watch it. I'd rather just go see it on Broadway then. We have that luxury. We have that luxury to do it. Really, not everybody does. So, yeah, I just realized that's, here we are in New York.
Well, hey, those things tour. They tour. Check out your latest high school production.
Yeah.
Sorry. But honestly, if high school can pull off Wicked, that's tough.
Yeah, that is. I did love her joke at the end with Martin Short. Oh, so good. They were in it too. They were excited. You could tell the comedy people were like, here we go. Yes.
They know how hard of a job that would be. Which the joke, if you missed it, was like...
And lastly, Steve Martin and Martin Short, keep proving to us that in this industry, you are never, ever too old to still need money. I love you guys. Thank you so much. We have a great show for you tonight.
Which is a great joke. Great joke.
It was a great joke. And then boom, I think they started the show. And one of the things I always cringe at these award shows is the banter. In between, some of the banter sketches are so stupid. Like, they really are. The one that I did watch twice was the George Clooney, Don Cheadle. That was really good. Like,
which is that true? It was what, 27 years ago since he's won a
probably
Globe?
For ER. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because he's been in so much that I'm like, no, people love Clooney. He's got to have won since Timothy Chalamet. It was 3.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that was some wild math.
And you can tell Timothy Chalamet got a speech coach for this speech. It was boom, 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 because the Critics' Choice Awards was like, I'm at an angle, but they gave us a fucked up table, because that was his. Did you see that?
Ultra talented, hard-working group of artists. They put us on an extreme angle, so that's why I'm looking over there. Just being honest. And
that was his award
No,
speech.
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw the clip.
Oh.
The I love you clip.
The I love it clip. Well, the first part was funny, and he was really nervous. And this one was like, okay, this is who you're thanking. This is what you're doing. He did make a joke about the guy from Shark Tank is in his movie. Is in, see, this is why I'm so bad at this.
Oh, Kevin O'Leary.
Yes, Kevin O'Leary.
Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful. He's like, who would have thought Mr. Wonderful would be in this Marty Supreme movie with me? And people laughed pretty hard at that. So that was good. He got a laugh. And he's got a little flavor to him.
You think he has flavor?
He has flavor. He's got a little style, his gold chain. That's why she likes him. She got a little flavor. I mean, you're coming from Travis, what's his name? Travis, her
I was
ex.
about to say Kelsey. That's not
It's
right.
not
Travis
Kelsey.
Scott.
Travis Scott. And then I'm like, how did this little guy get in there?
Sneak
How did
in
he
there.
sneak in there? There we go. And going strong. So, yeah.
Well, it is a relationship that I think similar to T. Kelsey, T. Swift. People at first were like, is this some PR kind of BS? And now that it's been 3 years, we're like, well, I guess it's real.
I guess they're staying.
I guess it's real. Because something I saw that made me crack up online was actually a woman talking about more of these people need a hot date. That she's like, I'm not really into this award show unless I see you with a hot date. It was like, let's get Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan back together. We just want to see 2 hot people standing there, walking the carpets, see the outfits. And she's like, everyone's single now. Which I thought was a great observation, because then it made me pay attention this time where I was like, yeah, basically the only couple really there, this like hot new couple, or younger couple, I guess, is Timothy and Kylie.
Yep.
And she was like, I love her Jessica Rabbit body. Like, I want more of these surgeried out celebs or whatever.
Yeah, she definitely has a Jessica Rabbit body. Then you had all like the adults table with like George Clooney, Amal, and then Julia Roberts had Danny Moder there, her husband, and then it was Adam Sandler, and then his wife, Jackie, I believe.
Yes.
And and they were all just chilling, date night, hanging out. So
You ever look up pics of Adam Sandler, like, in the 90s, early 2000s?
You
like
think he's
skinny
a hottie?
Sandler?
Hottie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's, especially I think it was 90s popped up. Someone made like a hot little TikTok popped up. It was like, wow, shout out to whoever got to bounce on that in the 90s. And it made me laugh so hard, but then at the same time I was like, oh, he is hot. He had like a nice tan. He was taking a little bit of care of himself kind of thing. I was like, oh. And I've never watched a Sandler movie and been like, Adam Sandler's hot. But that TikTok sold me.
I'm gonna have to watch it. He is cute. Like he is. They pulled up, I think, to go to Salt Hanks. We were talking about this one time, and it wasn't open. The restaurant across the street, and then I saw Jackie walk, and then she got back in the SUV. I don't know where he went, but he came back with a smoothie, and I was like, I don't know where he went, but he was in like an Adam Sandler look.
Exactly.
And but they're going strong. They are. Yeah. Now the Lori B. Harvey and Michael Jordan breakup. Like she just cut all social media pictures. Remember that? She was like, and I'm done and I'm out. And it was like a hard cut. Now he is not, has he been dating anyone since? Or
I don't
like
think
allegedly.
it's publicly.
Okay. That was it. He got burnt.
But she's like that. She does She goes from one to the next one, and everyone says, that's a Steve Harvey daughter. She knows. She knows what she's looking for. She knows her, whatever is it, think like a man. Lori Harvey moves like a man. She's like, what can you offer me? What are we doing? I think I could do better. Gone.
She's like, and I'm out.
Gone.
And I'm out. I did enjoy, so Hamnet. I did no idea what this was about.
No idea it existed.
Still don't. I really don't. But I will say, I love the Irish actress who won.
She won a couple, didn't she?
She did. And she told this story of the Polish guy who made soup on set. I loved this because it didn't fit with anything. But she's like, I just want to give you a shout out. He's over there cutting potatoes. And he made potatoes and he made a whole soup for everybody. So I just want to thank you for the soup.
Well, actually, I'd really like to thank our grip, Tomac, because during shooting, Tomac started to disappear a little bit during the shoot, and I found him one day at the back of his truck, and he was chopping up potatoes and onions and meat, and he was making, and he brought his ginormous cast iron pot over from Poland, and he was making soup. And this soup started turning up on set. So it was delicious. Thanks, Tomac, for bringing your pot to set.
So I actually watched it live, which I never do.
To that part.
And I tuned out. I was like, what's going on? What's this woman doing? What's happening? I was like, I've had enough. I've had enough of Hamnet winning, the movie no one's ever heard of. Just let's move it along. Because I mean, I have a few takes I would do on Subway Takes about award shows specifically.
Uh-huh.
And I saw someone else's, and theirs was, so basically now, right, if one of us was to get cast as a race that we are not, it's like no longer a thing, no longer allowed. It's like, okay, Latino character needs to be a Latino actress. However, we keep outsourcing these American accent people to foreign people. And and it doesn't even clock my radar until they win this award and they go up and they have some accent. And I'm like, oh, what? Oh, they're Australian? Oh, they're from Ireland? Especially the one girl who's in Bridesmaids and she won. What the heck was
Byrne.
it? Rose Byrne. I had no idea this woman had an accent all these years.
Oh, really?
And I was like, am I dumb?
She's Australian. She's married to the hottest Bobby Cannavale. I love him. He should be on my list. He's on my list. Yeah.
What list?
I don't know. My list of Hollywood people I'd like to do. I have like 2 of them on there. I don't know why Ben Affleck, year after year, he can just keep messing up. I'm like, yeah, he still made the list.
He does still look hot.
Brian Scott McFadden, comic, follow him. He's hilarious. Has a great bit about this because he does voiceovers.
Maybe that's what I'm remembering.
And he
probably what
gets
it is.
up there and he's like, they're all taking our jobs. Forget about, everyone's like, oh, they're stealing all jobs. The British, they're coming over here and stealing our jobs. And they play somebody on like Ozark where they're like, I'm Billy Bob, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, for the character I was trying to do. And he does it so well and it's hilarious. So
that's probably what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Of.
And it's so true. They do. You're like, I don't know they were British.
Especially this award sort, I felt like everyone who's not American won.
Yeah.
And the American winners were on the low side. I mean, obviously, is this really a big deal? No. We're talking award shows.
But it was fun it is kind of, I watched that in the football game. So I was going back and forth between the two. And then at like a commercial break. But then, YouTube. My sister was like, are you trying to watch the game? And I was like, yeah. Are you getting kicked off? Yeah. On the Phillies, so I was like, I was trying to watch the Golden Globes. I was like, let me go to Peacock. And let me watch the game on Peacock.
Game was on Peacock.
And then I was kind of going back and forth. And so, yeah, it's overindulgent. And those announcers were stupid. They had the announcers in between at the, all announcers.
Wait, announcers where?
Wait, so the announcers for the Globes are stupid. They had announcers now, like when someone won an award and they were like, ooh, like with backstory. It was new. That was a little stupid. And also the interviewers in between the quarters, I can't stand in the football games. I can't stand when they interview the coach in between. I'm meshing these two together. I can't. It's like, what do you think you need to do for the second quarter? I don't know, score some points. Next. Like, it's dumb. It's dumb. I think it's redundant.
Well, it also seems disruptive if I was the coach. I'm like, I'm busy.
I'm trying to coach.
Let me go.
Can we do a cut to what would happen if Bobby Knight got asked questions?
Well, the other part I think of is like...
But again, before you interrupted me, and you have a real faculty for doing that.
Thank you.
No, I don't think it's anything to really be too proud of myself. I think when I talked about Pat...
Bob, you came here to do an interview. I'm asking you questions.
When I talked... Well, then let me finish the answer.
Okay.
Is that okay,
Go
Jeremy?
ahead.
Is that fair enough?
Please, go right
Have I
ahead.
interrupted your questions yet?
Yes.
No, I haven't. You've interrupted my answers with your questions, and then I've tried to get back. So let me
Please
finish
continue.
this. You got a long way to go to be as good as your dad. You better keep that in mind.
This and that guy is the greatest travesty I've ever seen in basketball in 33 years as a college head coach.
Okay, let's say you're like giving your little whatever between halftime. Someone on their side is watching the live broadcast and then goes, "All right, this is the game plan they're going to do. Second half." Like, I understand why they don't really say much because they're probably like, "Why would I tell you? I'm trying to win."
Yeah.
You know, the key to winning, not telling the other team your strategy.
Yeah, they do the thing where they put the thing up in front of them, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so.
In case anyone can read lips over there.
Exactly, but a bunch of lip readers. Oh my gosh. I did have this customer come in the bar, and I do speak fast. I do speak quickly. And so I was talking to him, and he was really having a hard time. And he goes, I'm so sorry. I am partially deaf, and I'm reading your lips. And when you walk away, I have a really hard time. And I was like, oh my gosh. I said, I sorry.
That's probably worse. That's probably
like,
worse.
I don't know what to do.
No.
And I was like, let me speak slower and right in front of you. And I was like, hi, let's enunciate. And I was like, this is not what you're supposed to do. But I don't know what to do because I don't know any sign language. And so.
I don't know the alphabet.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
T-E-R-E-S-A.
Oh, and do you know sign language, Erica?
Very little.
That was
Very
impressive.
little. I know
What
the
is it?
alphabet
Thank you.
and a few songs I learned as a kid. Merry Christmas. I don't know if that's correct, but I remember that part. Feliz Navidad.
That was great. And then I did a lot of like this, and I was like, stop it, Teresa. So bad. They were so nice though. And so then I was like, stop walking away and talking to him, because I do that. Like, I'll walk away but carry on. And then I was like, oh no, we got to be center and present. So, and he bought a t-shirt. They bought 2 t-shirts. Phenomenal. I was like, what a great couple. And so yes.
Okay.
But
I was gonna say, is there anything else you would change about award shows? You know what's something I would love? I want a rule that's like, if something is a series, like multiple, whatever, they don't get to win twice in the same category.
Oh, they
like
win
no
one and
sequels
done.
winning. Like if the original first one wins, why is the second one even nominated for the award?
Well, it's a whole new movie.
Yeah, but it's like this series bullshit. A lot of times, those are the things that people vote for to win because it's like guaranteed work for people. So it's like guaranteed a second one's coming out. So they want it to get pressed. They want the second one to do good because then they'll probably do a third one. Like there's a game to that in the voting of Hollywood. And I think it just bothers me where I'm like, no, you get one. You get one. If Dune 1 won Best Picture, Dune 2 doesn't get to win Best Picture. It's the same fucking story continued. Yeah. So I think that's bullshit. Because my other thing is, no, I want no awards for remakes either. I'm done.
Does anyone win awards for remakes?
They at least get nominated and they take a spot from somebody else.
Oh, yeah, no.
Or like, a lot of people would argue on that one. It's kind of similar with the sequel. Where like, oh, Godfather 2 is better than Godfather 1. I'm like, sure. But it's only allowed to win in the category for one of the movies. So like Wicked being nominated for everything last year, won a handful of awards, and then Wicked 2 gets nominated and takes a spot. And it didn't win anything because everyone's like, well, you were already here.
Yeah.
See, because I feel like the award shows are such a good time to shed light on a movie people haven't heard of, okay? We're kind of shitting on Hamnet because we're like, what the fuck is this movie? But now we all know what Hamnet is, and now a bunch of people might go watch it. So I think like that opportunity is better. And people brought this up in the podcast category, actually. A lot of people were kind of upset about the nominees for the podcast, Best Podcast, claiming like, the award should go to people who really have built up a podcast from nothing.
I agree.
And now the space is very much just anybody famous comes in. They already have a following. And it's like, wow, the podcast is a hit. Is it really a hit? Or are you just very famous? But on that note, Amy Poehler beating her ex-husband, pretty fun. People are bringing that up. And they're like, yo, if I beat my ex-husband in a thing I just started a year ago and he's been doing, I would never shut up about it. And I was like, well, that's pretty funny, actually.
I think they're very good friends, actually.
They
I
are.
think that that he like runs a lot of stuff by her. and that they still stay like on, very good terms, obviously, with things. Well, Mel Robbins, we have been talking about her. Now, she did build her podcast up.
She's built her following.
Yes.
As much as we have shit on Mel Robbins here, I think she's someone who does deserve to be in the nomination. Because it's like, she's hustled. She wasn't automatically a celebrity from something else. So I was like, no, her I think is a valid, person to put in there. But there's so many top podcasts that these people are not nominated for any other awards. And I find it very interesting that it is now an award at the Globes and stuff. Do you think that's just because of like now all podcasts are on YouTube, so they're counting it as the same medium? Or it's just because all the famous people are doing it?
It's because all the famous people are doing it. Can you remind me who was nominated for an award?
Let me pull it up. I had the list here.
Because I think that's when I started tuning in, to be honest, was when Amy Poehler won. And people love whatever she says.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's just a pleasant person.
She's very funny. But people really laugh pretty hard. It's interesting what people laugh at these award shows, too. Where you're like, that was a great joke. And that did not get as much as it should have. The Timothy Chalamet joke, where she was like, Chalamet protein whey. That was really funny. And I was like, that made me laugh. But no, I think it's because all these celebrities are doing podcasts now.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, we need an award for it. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're fine.
You could do, I guess. Oh, I feel like it wouldn't be at the Golden Globes. It should be at the Grammys. More than it should be.
It would make more sense at the Grammys.
Sense.
Especially because a lot of these big podcasts are backed by audio mediums. Like hers is a Spotify podcast. I think her husband's, Smartless? I believe Smartless is now SiriusXM bought it. But like Dax Shepard, same thing. He's a Spotify pod, I'm pretty sure. That I agree with you. It should be more in the audio category, even though video is such a driving force. But okay, go in the other thing. It's just interesting that it is Golden Globes. Okay. Yeah, good hang with Amy Poehler. Call her daddy, which I would give that one props. That girl grew that thing to the number one pod. And she was a nobody. She didn't come in with 1 million followers.
Yep.
I don't even know how many followers she had at the start. But for her to make in her first year of podcasting, even growing it, $80,000 for her salary, and now be making she sold it for, I think, $100 million. Wild. And I'm not even a fan of that pod, but I respect the growth, and I would be like, oh, absolutely, she should win.
Respect the hustle.
Respect the hustle. Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard. He's had that one a long time.
He has.
So I would also see that as a fair win.
Because he doesn't really do anything else. He's not really doing a lot of other acting.
No, I think very recently he got cast in something. But but other than that, he's just been riding
the podcast, which is great.
Right. Mel Robbins podcast, which is called the Mel Robbins podcast.
Yeah. Hey, friend. Hey, guys. It's your friend Mel here.
So and then NPR got one on there called Up First, which NPR truly produces their shows. There's power in editing, guys. We do edit. You might not believe it, but we have to edit a little.
That's her.
But anyway, I just found it very interesting, the new podcast category, because I would love, why doesn't comedy get its own category that's not stand-up specials? Because I think the nominations for the stand-up specials, same thing. It's just the most famous people, which I think is BS. I'm like, no. Actually shine light on some fantastic comedians that aren't celebrities. Especially, there's always people that get in there that I'm like, you haven't been doing stand-up the past 10 years.
I am so confused about this. The guy from the soccer show was nominated.
What soccer show?
The guy from the British soccer show. I didn't know he was a comic for stand-up specials. The guy, Brett something. Brett, what's the soccer show?
Oh, wait, was it Brett Goldstein?
Yeah, he's a comic.
Oh my God, from Ted Lasso. So he was always a stand-up comic. Yeah, so his story is interesting. He was a stand-up comic trying to make it in comedy, submitted whatever to get on Ted Lasso. He got on as a writer. And then even with that, he was not originally casted on the show. He actually submitted a tape and sent it to casting and wrote some note that was like, I think I would be great for this part of Roy Kent. However, if you don't think so, this never happened, kind of thing. And that's how he got the part. He actually did something you're not supposed to do on the writing staff, but it worked out. So then through the fame of the show, now people know who he is, and it seems like, oh, now he's just getting into stand-up, which is actually not true. He, I guess, was doing stand-up 10 years at that point. So his is that interesting thing where, most comedians, even a Kevin Hart, it's like, how did Kevin Hart become famous? Was it really through stand-up? He got cast in the Steve Harvey movie, cast in a few roles, and then people start to recognize and know who you are. And that's the same with Gary Owen. They both like rose to huge fame at the same time.
But yeah, like Ricky Gervais. Like, really? And then you gave it to Ricky Gervais, and he's not even there. Like, he doesn't care.
I don't know why he ever wins.
Why do we...
Can I be honest?
He wins a decent amount.
He wins the stand-up category a lot, and I don't find his stand-up that great. The other one was Kevin Hart, Bill Maher. That's why he was there. Okay. I was like, why is Bill Maher there? Sorry. You know what I mean? I was like, he does have a pod. I assumed he was in the pod category. Brett Goldstein, Sarah Silverman, and I don't know if I'm saying this right. Kamal?
He was the one that was jacked.
Yes.
Which was so funny. She's like, you're jacked, man. You've been working out. Yeah. And I was like, he is. He laughed really hard at that too. So did his wife or whoever was in the video picture with him. The shot.
But like all these people, even Sarah, it's like Sarah Silverman, and she has a special nominated every year. I think was it Ali Wong that won last year?
She did.
Okay. Now, Ali Wong, same thing. She's crossed over into the like, she's on TV shows, she's made movies, but she's someone that really got famous from stand-up that I was happy to see her win the category. But it's like, they're going to be like, wow, Jim Gaffigan. He releases a special every year. Jim Gaffigan's been Jim Gaffigan. Like, I would just like to see a few names in there that are people we know that finally get their first Netflix special and crush it and have a big following. It's not like they're nobody.
I agree. That you're like, when people ask me like, who are your favorite comics? And then you have to think about where you're like, well, there's a lot of people that you're not going to know necessarily that I really like and I love watching on stage. And then I stay in the room. That's when you know, like, you're like, oh, I'm going to stay in the room because I want to watch them. So,
right. And I remember when I started comedy too, it'd be interesting that I would usually say to people like, you want a name that you can like look up a special and watch, or do you want my favorite comedians? And they're like, oh, what do you mean? But now everybody is making their own stuff, posting their stuff online. So I could tell you anybody's name, and now you can look it up and actually see their stuff and be like, oh, they are good. I am going to go see them. I am going to see them on tour. But before I'd have to be like, okay, these ones have a Netflix special. This one doesn't, but like try to catch a show if you can. So it was a little harder to sell, I feel like.
Now everything's right there. And everybody's a critic. Everybody tells you. They're like, oh, but yeah. It was good. I will watch the Oscars, some of it. I didn't really watch too much of the fashion. I guess all the fashion looked fine. I don't know. There was nothing that I was like, ooh.
From Golden Globes?
The Golden Globes. Yeah, nothing really stood out. J-Lo was there, though. J-Lo had on a J-Lo dress.
I know. I didn't love it, though.
I don't know.
I was like, eh.
Yeah.
I liked, there was a few kind of sparkles I liked. I thought Kate Hudson's look was very different, interesting, looked great on her. Same with, who's this one girl? I feel like there was one that had the silver and the cut goes like up. It almost goes like up to the neck, but it's like a solid kind of piece. It's like a different take on the corset because personally, I don't like in the corset tops, dresses where you like see the boning lines.
Oh, I don't. Wedding dresses like that.
Oh, that's a trend.
That was a trend.
It's still a trend.
This is going to be controversial. I think it looks trashy. I think when you have, like, it looks like a lingerie and your dad is the cup top. Your dad's walking you down the aisle. It's like tits. Hey, like, hey, or wherever you decide to get married, whatever. I don't like that look. I don't like, a strapless can be very beautiful and it can be, but it's just, I do think it looks trashy. That's me.
There's ones I've seen where it looks like there's something missing to the dress. Where it's like, was there another layer? Did we cut it off? What happened? Because the other trend that's in that I think actually looks classier if done right is that kind of see-through look, but it's not see-through. But then there are ones that like randomly the midsection is completely see-through. And same thing where I'm like, who other than J-Lo, who's wearing this? Who's rocking this?
Then you go to the wedding dresses from the 80s with like the huge poofy sleeves and the big, like the Princess Diana dress. Remember when you were not born yet, I think. But like she had this massive, or like the Celine Dion, like the 80s, and the huge hair and the bangs that look like they're high-fiving you. And yeah, everything has gone back and forth.
But the little puff sleeve thing is back. Like people put on, some of them to me look like fucking arm floaties, where they literally like go up the arm and they just kind of sit on the arm. Or there are sleeves that people can get detachable to a dress.
Yeah.
I feel like sleeves in general are back in. I've been seeing that a lot too, which I'm fine with. It's more, I've seen these weird, puffy, literally they put them on like a floaty. And I'm like, who wants that?
You're like,
Yeah, I don't get it. All right. Well, unfortunately, we have to wrap.
We got to
for
wrap
today. So thank you all for listening or watching. If you're on YouTube, heyo. And stay tuned for a Patreon preview up next. And I think we only have 1 or 2 spots left for Greece. We had some more people join. Yes. So get on that because payment deadline is mid-March for the total payment. At booking, you just need a deposit. So check that out and check out Patreon preview coming up next.
Woohoo!
Talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
I have to tell you, that's why I was like, oh, your holiday was more juicy than mine. Your Backstreet Boys outfit, screenshotted it, sent it to my sisters. I was so excited. Like, I was following all your stories. Thank you. I do. I feel like your mom, like, let's see what Erica posted. Ooh. It looked like a lot of fun.
It was truly so fun. And also, I know posting makes it seem like, oh, was I on my phone the whole time? No, I only took a couple clips of like them performing songs I like. Obviously, it's my first time at the Sphere. And I guess this depends on who you are. Because there were some people there who clearly weren't there to see the Backstreet Boys. They were there to like see the Sphere and the screen and have like the effects from the screen. Specifically, this older couple next to us where like they were sitting most of the time and then they would get up, jump up and film the effects of the screen when it was weirdly like very sexual kind of images of women that like, it wasn't even real women. It was like it really felt out in left field, by the way. Like, it was like, know your audience. I don't care to have this. Like, there was this one shot that it almost looked like the figure of an Oscar, like the gold Oscar, but it wasn't gold. It was like a blackish silver. And then it like has these like, you know, woman curves and like you could see like the boobs and the blow. Like this little Asian woman just pops up, phone out, filming. And I'm like, this is when you get up to film. We're like, okay, like it happens once and you're like, all right, okay, first Sphere experience. And then when they're performing like all the hits, you know, sitting in the chair, doesn't really seem interested, not even bopping around. Then another sexual image comes on the screen, pops up again, phone out filming. And I'm like, did her son work on the graphics? What's happening? How? Like, did she spend a lot of money on these tickets just to see the screen? If you want to hear the rest of this episode, join the Patreon, which is patreon.com/twostandupgals. You can also join now from Spotify or Apple Podcasts directly from your phone. You'll get an additional episode every week, exclusive content, and ad-free episodes of the regular podcast. Join now at patreon.com/twostandupgals.